Yeah.
Gonna stand up. Gonna stand up.
I did not walk around the building, so yep. Stretch it out. All right, we're ready to go. It's 7:00. It's Tuesday, February 6th. Welcome to it.
And sitting will kill you.
Sitting, yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Patchy fog this morning. That's no good. Partly sunny today, and then high 45 clouds tonight, and a low down to 30. So we got that going for us. We also got a lot of other things to talk about here in just a little while. We'll talk with Sarah from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber here in like the next 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
Right now, let's find out what's happening in the news. WSJM News is brought to you by our friends at Cornerstone Alliance. See gomichigan.com, Cornerstone Alliance.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Good morning. Some of the local stories we're following for you today. Benton Harbor City Commissioners have approved the design for the Unified Civic Monuments Project, the monument to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that's planned for Dwight P. Mitchell City Center Park. At their Monday meeting, the project's Mike Nadolski told commissioners the effort will unite Benton Harbor and St. Joseph because there will be a monument in each city.
This all-volunteer-led project, organized under the Benton Harbor St. Joseph Arts and Culture Social Justice Group, has worked tirelessly for over 3 years now to bring this public art gift to our communities.
The commission in December tabled the monument's design because exact dimensions for it were not yet available, and they wanted to be sure it wouldn't take up too much space at the park. Speaking Monday, Commissioner Edward Isom said at long last, the project is green-lit.
Sometimes you gotta hang in there. You gotta persevere. But this commission right here, ask those hard questions and do it around and tumble it around and twist it up. There's always a way.
Isom has worked on the project for a few years. The plan calls for a statue of Dr. King and a child who's being invited to take a seat at a table with King. The Unified Civic Monuments Project is in its final fundraising stage, and the hope is for work to start this year. Nadolski said there will be an official groundbreaking announced soon. One person is dead following a fiery crash in Buchanan Township on Monday. WSJM's Andrew Green reports.
Michigan State Police say troopers from the Niles Post were called to the scene near the 14,000 block of Range Line Road about 6:45 a.m. Their investigation found the driver of a Ford 250 Transit van had been southbound when the vehicle left the road and hit a tree head-on. The vehicle then caught fire and the driver was trapped inside. The driver was pronounced dead at the scene, and police are working to learn their identity. It's unknown if drugs or alcohol were factors in the crash, which remains under investigation. Andrew Green, WSJM News.
The Benton Township Fire Department is raising funds to launch a public education program. Chief Robert Harper tells us they're working with a firm called United States Fire Safety Services to get materials to help spread the word of fire prevention among young people and seniors. He says such efforts used to be baked into the department's budget, but costs have gone up.
The budget is tight and things have to give. I'm finding it hard to find the money for public education. And with this program that we're doing now, it's raising funds so we can continue that. Not only just getting out to the public schools and the charter schools, and we visited a couple home schools. We also want to expand it into senior housing.
Harper says they want to reach all residents.
We have a growing Hispanic population in the community. So, we'd like to get materials in English and Spanish.
The fire department has sent letters to businesses throughout the township to ask for donations. They say that $75 could provide materials for 25 children, and the materials being bought from United States Fire Safety Services include coloring books, stickers, and helmets. Harper says this is the first time the department has done something like this, and anyone who wants to help can contact the Benton Township Fire Department. And the U.S. Department of Agriculture wants to hear from specialty crop farmers in Michigan and around the country. USDA Undersecretary Jenny Lester Moffitt says they want to better understand the challenges these farmers face and how to improve industry programs.
We have launched a specialty crop competitiveness initiative. This is really about hearing from producers, from specialty crop farmers around the country about some of the challenges and also the opportunities that specialty crop producers have in really remaining competitive here and then also remaining competitive abroad in export markets as well.
Michigan is the nation's top producer for various specialty crops. They include asparagus, black and small red
Mhm.
beans, marigolds, and squash.
Nice.
Yeah, in the WSJM newsroom, now getting hungry. I'm Ken Lundberg. I love me some asparagus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or asparagus, as
Asparagus.
it's never known.
Yes. Yeah, that was the Greek
Oh,
Greek
yeah.
mythology. Asparagus.
The old philosopher asparagus. Yeah.
All right, we'll get to sports here in just a little while. I'll also check in with Sarah from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber. But first, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. The Senate's by
All right.
Asparagus.
Asparagus.
Yeah.
Didn't he fight in that movie Gladiator?
Yeah.
Good morning, Bill.
Hey, Bill. Good morning.
That's the asparagus. That's Spartacus. Spartacus and asparagus.
Oh, yeah. Do you have a tissue over there?
Yeah, I've got.
May I have one?
Yes.
Please.
Oh, you got the last one. The last one. No.
There's like 4 right there. I didn't touch, I promise.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you got the big. Keep it. Just
Okay.
keep it.
All right. All right.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great start to your day. We're going to call Sarah here in just a couple of minutes to get her on the phone, ready to go.
Very interesting about this study on the sitting
Oh,
standing
the sitting
thing.
standing thing.
Yeah, I mean, 500,000 people they looked at for 13 years, and they figured out that no matter whether you're a smoker or not,
Right.
drinker or not, no matter what you do, you still have a 16% higher chance of dying early if you sit for a living.
And imagine too, if you are saying, all right, I'll be part of your study for
Yeah.
13 years. Like, what do you have to do? Do you have to just like constantly log all of your stuff? Like, do you have to step on the scale? Do you have to go get a physical, get all these things?
Report if you died.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Report, report anything and
Yeah.
everything. Or is it just simple like, all right, well, you're just going to put like a watch on that will track a lot of your stuff. And then you maybe quarterly have to input some weight and whatever stuff. That seems like a lot of work for an individual that's part of that study. I think the study is great.
Here we go. Let's talk about the study. I've got the information
Oh,
here.
okay. Sweet.
So they selected only participants without pre-existing cardiovascular disease diagnosis at the baseline.
Okay.
So they didn't have cardiovascular disease when they started. During each visit, so over a period of time,
Okay.
they had to report for a visit. Participants completed a questionnaire on medical history, lifestyle risk factors. They gave biological test specimens.
Okay.
And let's see what else. They also provided written informed consent. Yeah, that's basically it. They had to report every so often. And
So not too bad.
No,
But it's great information.
It sounds like if you go to your doctor, I don't know, but that would be interesting as well, because that could skew the results. If they were going as part of their regular doctor visits and they just were part of the study, that's one thing. But then there's a population that doesn't go to the doctor.
Right.
On a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
So
interesting.
Anyway, I think the bottom line is it's great if you get up and exercise.
Right. Get up and
Let's
move.
do that.
Do some stuff because that's so important to stay active. Because I find that if I'm sitting, like if I've got a bunch of meetings and a bunch of things and I'm sitting for a long period of time, I feel awful.
Yeah.
But the days that I get to get up and move and do stuff and I'm more active, I feel great.
We saw this during COVID when all of our meetings were on Zoom and we are just staring 2 feet away.
I would have 8 hours solid of Zoom calls for stuff. And it's like, guys, come on.
And
we got to move.
Yeah. And I remember just forcing myself, okay, this is me and dog time. We're going to go out and take a walk.
I should have just started doing my Zoom presentation. Like when I would really not have to engage and talk, I would just listen.
Yeah.
I should have just gone to the gym and stood and walked on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And had the phone sitting right there.
I know people have done that.
I think that's probably the way I should have done it. So future Zoom calls, just know I probably will be on the treadmill. All right. I'm going to call Sarah here real quick.
Okay.
Get her on the phone.
And then we'll also, if we have time, do we have time? We'll also talk about Russell, my dog.
Yeah, I've got that ready. We'll do that probably around a little after 7:30.
Because he's normally a very well-behaved guy, except under certain circumstances. Calling Sarah.
Gonna call Sarah.
All right.
All right.
.com to learn more.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
A few areas of fog and frost to start this morning, and then otherwise the day will become a mix of the sun and clouds. Afternoon high temperatures right around 45 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy, we drop down to 30, and then mostly clouds for Wednesday, but high temperatures getting up around 48. We should see temperatures in the mid and upper 50s on Thursday, but this is when chances of rain return. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. You can be part of the show anytime. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email let's talk at WSJM.com. We're on our Facebook, YouTube, and X. If you want to come hang out over there, we'd love for you to do that. We also have some special guests on the phone. We've got Sarah from the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber joining us. Hello, Sarah.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I am fantastic. How are you?
Doing awesome.
Sarah, do you sit or stand at work?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
We haven't upgraded to the standing desks yet, but occasionally I stand and I'm like, okay, move around.
Okay, yeah. That's good. That's good, because we were just talking about a study where no matter your health condition or your lifestyle habits or whatever, if you sit predominantly at work all day long, you have a 16% higher chance of dying early.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think we should all stand right now.
Yeah.
Comforting. Thanks, guys.
You got it.
I tell you, those sit and stand desks, those are awesome.
They
I
are
considered getting one for home.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
Expensive,
Yeah,
though,
I think
so.
when we look at it, redoing the office, I believe all three of us are in agreement that we're getting standing desks.
Nice.
Very nice.
Well, Sarah, I know you're not only sitting and standing at work, but you're also always on the run doing all kinds of really great things at the Southwest Michigan Regional Chamber. So you guys stay pretty active. So what have you guys been up to lately, and what's coming up?
Oh, man, we've got a lot of things. Like everyone always asks, so January is your slow month? No, actually, January normally drags on, but it went by so incredibly quickly this year. So we are gearing up for our second ribbon cutting of the year. Tomorrow happens with Health Elevated Pelvic Floor Health. Amy Underwood, she is the premier concierge therapist in terms of public health for Southwest Michigan. So we're really excited to celebrate with her. She's went under a full rebrand. And we actually doing the ribbon cutting at our office. Her space a little small, so we're going to bring her into our office, have everybody come in, do the ribbon cutting there, celebrate with her, let her share about the importance of pelvic floor health. It's equally as important for men as it is women. You want to talk health, guys. This can lead to a lot of problem areas if you're not taking care of it. And it's not just the muscles in the front. Actually, the pelvic muscles do wrap around your back. So if you're having issues with lower back pain, it can even impact your kids. It can make them picky eaters, having issues with the bathroom too. So lots of things go into pelvic floor health. So we're really excited to partner with Amy, help to get that information out there, and to celebrate with her tomorrow at our office. So that'll be at 4:00. We're inside the Horizon Bank building, 811 Ship Street, downtown St. Joe. Head up to the third floor. You'll find us. If you want to come by, see Amy, congratulate her, and of course, celebrate. So that is tomorrow. And then next week is kind of a crazy busy week for us.
Okay. Wow. What are you guys doing?
We've got, go ahead.
What are you guys doing?
So we kick it off on Tuesday with Chamber Chat. So that's every other week with on Zoom at 8 a.m. So it's an opportunity for you to connect with fellow businesses, all from the comfort of your home or your office. So that is the next one is going to be next week. We've had a great run, lots of great positive interactions, and it's time from it so far since we brought these back. But on Friday, guys, it is finally here. It is the 2024 Business Recognition Breakfast. the official kickoff to our 70th anniversary. We've got Drew Dudley coming back for a special keynote, a recap of 2023, also some exciting things we're sharing for 24 and forward with the Chamber, and a live voting and the announcement of our award winner. So all hands on deck. Looking forward to next week. It is getting kind of crazy trying to get the last minute details planned, but we are so incredibly excited to welcome everybody in for that. And right now we've got close to 550 people on the RSVP list. So It's going to be one of our biggest ever. Incredibly excited about it. A little stressed out, a little like, but we are definitely looking forward to hanging out with everybody and celebrating and just recognizing the businesses and the individuals and the organizations that have been doing great things over the last year in Southwest Michigan. So that happens next Friday. And then the following week, because, we don't recover from anything. So we do get Monday, the 19th off as President's Day, but do we really get Monday off?
No.
But then that Thursday, the 22nd, that will be our next business after hours, partnering with the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship. We are so excited to have them back for 2024. And this will actually be the special announcement of who the participants are for the Maker's Trail 19th hole. So there'll be a special media release. I think you guys are on the list. Hopefully you'll be there. And then we'll go straight into a business after hours. So if you want to be one of the first people to know who the makers are, to sample their products, to hear additional information about the 2024 KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship, that is definitely the event to be at. So RSVPs being accepted. You see all the details on all of this. There's so many other amazing things. We've got another Chamber 101 coming up at the end of the month, plus some more next-gen young professionals events February. We're heading to Lazy Ballerina and a lot more good things at our website, smrchamber.com.
Okay, you guys staying very, very active with a lot of cool stuff. I love the mobile ribbon cutting that you have coming up tomorrow. That's going to be really cool.
We've had a few people who are like, so how I would really love to do ribbon cutting, but my space isn't big enough, or I really don't have a space. I'm like, well, just come to our office. Like, yeah, absolutely. We're full service in that respect too.
I gotta ask, have you been to the special large scissor sharpening guy lately? Because I just want to make sure that you don't have any issues.
We have, actually. They were prepared and ready to go. Last week we had Life Plan, their ribbon cutting, which was amazing. We had over 50 people in attendance for that. So that was fantastic and awesome. So they were perfectly sharpened and ready to go for that one. And they are ready to go for this one. And we've actually got a few more planned in the next couple of months. So it's exciting.
That's awesome. Yeah, because I use the mine for a lot of snowflakes, cutting out snowflakes during the winter. So I just got them sharpened because Valentine's Day is coming up. So I got to make all the Valentines. So I got to cut the hearts out. It's really hard when you're using like 3 foot long scissors.
Johnny,
but it's something I like to do. It's a challenge.
The question is though, Johnny, how many times have you accidentally nicked yourself?
Have you seen all my fingers?
I have not actually.
No, you haven't. That's the reason.
There.
There's only nine times out of 10. I think I'm all right.
Oh boy.
Anyways.
I know. People for one of our pairs, I'm always like, okay, these are very sharp. They are very real. They have drawn blood. They have cut hair. They have stab leather. They put holes in my clothing just the way I hold them so that they don't stab anybody. Like, so these are not like fake kitty scissors. Like, these are the real deal. And they're like, oh yeah. And then they realize how sharp they really are. Like, they'll touch the edges of them or the planes or something, or watch the ribbon being cut. And they're like, oh yeah, you were not joking about that, were you? And I'm like, no. Why would I joke about that?
Yeah, that large scissor sharpening guy, he's the best in the Northwest. So, yeah. I mean the Southwest.
We're very thankful for him.
Pretty much every direction he's good.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, Sarah, thank you again. smrchamber.com to learn more about the great things that you guys have coming up, which is quite a lot, and get your tickets, reserve all the things and all that good stuff right over there. But we'll talk to you here in a couple of weeks. We'll see you in person, I think, next week.
Yes, looking forward to it. And happy Valentine's Day, guys.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you.
An amazing one filled with lots of love.
All right.
Yay, you too.
Coming up here in just a few minutes, we'll catch you up with news, and your Bloomberg Market Minute is next.
Just as the roots of a mighty oak run deep, Sturgis Bank is committed to seeing our hometowns flourish. We'll help you buy a home, start a business, or expand your company. Our commitment to local decision-making shows our wholehearted investment.
All right.
Always
love talking
fun
with Sarah.
Yeah, she's great.
Busy schedule for them for sure. All right. How's everybody doing this morning? Not a lot of comments so far. Bill, you're the only one that's awake. Everybody else is around, but they're not active. What's going on, guys?
We should wake them up.
Get some coffee in you.
Let's see. Maybe we can start it up. It's not another issue, is it?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
No, we got people watching. Somebody gave a thumbs up.
Hey, that's good.
Beth gave us thumbs up. Beth on our Facebook page. So thank you, Beth, for the thumbs up.
Woo.
Not sure what you were thumbing up. But
the scissors sharpening guy.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, I
just picture him with this big old stone, a wheel of stone, and he's just sitting there moving it.
Yeah,
with his leg, and it's just.
Yeah, he doesn't use electricity. No.
Because you never know when you're going to need the scissors sharpened.
Yeah, it's classic. It's the classic old medieval style.
Yeah.
The European style. Yeah, European.
Not the medieval style.
No. And that's why he's so good. Nobody else does it like him.
Oh. So. Did you see there was another player? I have to look this up. Another player, or not a player, another member of the Michigan Wolverines staff, the football team, who was taken away by NFL.
I saw it was a Jay Harbaugh, his Jim Harbaugh's son.
Oh, was it his son?
Redhead.
Let me take a look.
Yeah,
here.
I think he's jumping ship with Jesse Minter. They're
I mean, that would make sense. No, let's see who wrote this. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, because I know Jay Harbaugh. I knew he was going to be going, and then I think I know Sharon Moore, the head coach, said he wants to finalize his staff here in the next week.
Doug Mallory.
Oh, what does he coach?
He's the defensive coach.
Okay,
and was defensive analyst for the Wolverines last season.
Okay,
he's going to the Ravens.
Oh,
as defensive backs coach.
All right.
Yeah.
So going from one Harbaugh to another Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is the coach over there. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I saw, speaking of family, this is pretty cool. The new coach, I can't remember his name I think he's the new coach of the Titans. He just hired his dad.
Really?
So Bill Callahan is I believe the older coach. He's been an offensive lines coach for a number of years, many years, and he's one of the best offensive line coaches. And he was coaching in Cleveland, and he had just got a big contract to stick around there. And then he said, "Hey, my son just got this head coaching job. He wants to hire me." And the coach of the Browns was like, "Well, not every day do you get to have a job where you get to boss around your parents. Yeah. So I think I'll let you go." So that's a pretty cool, exciting thing. I also saw that Shula, Don Shula, his son or grandson, I believe his grandson, just got hired on for a new job.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah. There's a lot of, of course, many generations of great players and coaches. I'm getting to the point now where I'm, the moments I feel old is when I see a player that I watched when I was younger. Now their kids are playing in the professional level now.
Oh, yeah.
Like one of the top picks this year is going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. So I remember watching Marvin Harrison play with Peyton Manning on the Colts for a number of years. So yeah, it's weird.
It goes fast.
It's weird. It
goes fast, Johnny.
Yeah, don't blink, like Kenny Chesney says.
Oh goodness.
All right. Toby Keith died. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I saw that, and I
think he was dealing with some health issues. Yeah,
stomach cancer.
I knew. I saw some interviews with him, and he didn't look He looked really skinny.
Yeah.
And he was kind of hiding his face with sunglasses and a hat. So I kind of figured something was going on.
Yeah.
But that's sad
unfortunate.
news.
Yeah. Official website and social media accounts said early Tuesday it was only 18 months after he revealed he had stomach cancer. Yeah. 62 years old.
Yeah. Love him or hate him. It's sad when some of those people go.
Yeah.
We should listen to one of his songs today.
And then we started watching the Super Bowl ads. I like this where I can see them early.
Yeah. I don't. I feel like there's no without. Yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit
All right.
in just a moment here, actually, after our Bloomberg Market Minute.
Okay.
Because I just don't get it. I mean,
from a PR perspective, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You want your ad seen. You're selling something. Well, we'll talk
but
about
build it up, man.
Well,
Teasers. Build it up. Anticipation. All right, we'll talk about it in a second.
Okay.
Stocks started the week with some losses, and the stock futures have been fluctuating this morning. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Just got some new hardware for the
new toy. What?
No, new hardware, new trophy for our fine award-winning program that we have here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. They just come in. They just show up. I mean, it's just like I see the UPS guy every day because he's just dropping off some big trophy. FedEx, all of them. They're just dropping them off.
Are they just throwing them?
Yeah, they don't stop.
Now?
They just throw them because they're awards that are not fragile. Because I'm not a fragile trophy award.
Oh, you don't like the
person.
crystal?
No.
Oh,
for a while the
the
national championship.
Yeah.
Now they've, I think, since changed it to a trophy that's a little more substantial. But for the longest time, I think the national championship trophy was just a crystal football.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't every time though they were passing that thing around.
Oh, you don't do that
because it was just a crystal thing that sit on this big pillar, and I thought that should be welded to that thing.
Was it the Patriots after they won? They were tossing it back and forth.
Oh, yeah,
in
Tom
the parade?
Brady. One of the is either when he was the Patriots or when he was on the Buccaneers when he won another championship. But yeah, they were. I think it was in Tampa. They were going on two boats on a boat parade with the Super Bowl trophy, and they tossed the Lombardi trophy, which, by the way, is a very substantial, hefty trophy.
Yeah.
It's one of my top 5 most hardy trophies. Because it's made from, I think Tiffany makes it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a fancy trophy.
That's ironic.
Yeah.
Tiffany, such, kind of glamorous, gentle jewelry type maker, makes a trophy for football players.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me that trophy.
It's a beautiful trophy, the Lombardi trophy. I do love that. So somebody will be hoisting that up for the Super Bowl here on Sunday, which, by the way, you'll be able to hear on 94.9 WSJM.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So we got that
Super
going
Bowl is going to be right here. So
Super
that means
Bowl
we can
will be heard.
officially say the Super Bowl and not get in
Yep,
trouble.
we can say the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Super Bowl 58.
All you other media out there, try this. The Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl
It's
heard
going to be
right
aired
here.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
So the folks from Westwood One will have that. But unfortunately, when you're listening to it, you won't be able to see the commercials.
Theater of the mind, man.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
But with the commercials, you can just, what we were just talking about on our live stream just a moment ago, I'm kind of tired of the Super Bowl commercials now.
Already?
Yeah, because you watch them ahead of time now.
Yeah.
They're already on YouTube, almost all of the commercials. So really, what's the point of watching the Super Bowl now?
I've already cried 3 times.
A 30-second, I was just looking at this. CNN says a 30-second Super Bowl commercial selling between $6.5 to $7 million. So maybe they're trying to get their money's worth by building it up. So they do that. But I don't get why they'll put the whole commercial out there.
Well, maybe it's the whole commercial.
Maybe it's one of many.
Maybe it's more than the whole commercial. Maybe it's less. I mean, if you're an ad agency, what do you want?
People talking about it.
You want people talking about it. You want people to connect with the brand that you're promoting.
Yeah, brand recognition.
And so it seems to me that if everyone else is going to be hoisting their ads into the Super Bowl itself, what a great idea to release it early. Let's get ahead of everybody else and get them talking about our Super Bowl ad. We already watched the Budweiser one. What'd you think of that?
I liked that one. It's a classic. I think it's a classy one.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. It's classy. It's a good one.
If you've not yet seen it, they're I don't know if they even tell what the location is, but they're in some mountainous area where snowfall has now taken power out, and there's a local tavern somewhere that's about to run out of Budweiser.
Oh no!
And the distributor can't get there because the highways are closed.
It's like a Hallmark commercial.
And so one of the cowboy types, he's probably some famous star. I don't know. He says, well, let's do it the old-fashioned way. And he goes out to the Clydesdales and makes them saddle up and or harness up and take the kegs over to the Budweiser bar.
I think so far,
which I feel bad for the Clydesdales now because they got to run through the snow passes.
No, they love it. They love it. I would say so far my favorite commercial has been the Hellman's mayo.
Oh, which one?
It's Kate McKinnon and a cat. And it's a cat that instead of going meow, it goes mayo. It's pretty adorable. So you can check that out. But yeah, I'm just not into the fact that what's the reason I wasn't really looking forward to watching the Super Bowl because it's two teams that I'm really not in love with.
Right.
And
so all you had left.
Yeah, to look forward to. Now all I have left is the halftime show. Because I am an Usher fan. I enjoy his music. So being able to see that is going to be good. Then the national anthem, I think Reba is doing it.
They couldn't get Taylor?
No.
Oh.
No. Reba, bigger star right now is Taylor, but to me, all-time great is Reba. So she'll be great.
Let's see. According to our generative AI, some of the 2024 Super Bowl sponsors, BetMGM is going to have Tom Brady, Vince Vaughn, and Wayne Gretzky. How much do you think they're paying Wayne Gretzky to come out and talk about MGM?
Probably a good amount of money.
Holy mackerel.
He's probably getting them steak and potatoes.
Christopher Walken, and put him in the buffet, free buffet tickets for life.
Oh, yeah, man.
BMW has Christopher Walken in their ad. Post Malone is going to do the Bud Light ad.
Oh, nice.
So if you remember Bud Light, didn't they have some issue where the advertising went a little bit awry?
Yeah.
And they had to fire some people. Well, Post Malone is going to be their guy this year.
He'd be a good one. I like Post Malone.
Yeah.
He does good for Bud Light and then Raising Cane's, the chicken place.
Oh yeah. Michelob Ultra, Lionel Messi and Jason Sudeikis going to be doing ads for them.
Ted Lasso action, I think, right?
Yep.
Nice.
Chris Pratt is going to be shilling for Pringles.
Okay.
That's about all I got right now.
All right. Well, we'll look into. I think
Oreo cookie is going to be advertising. Have you signed up for the new Oreo cookie? I'm not advertising.
The new Oreo cookie.
Have you seen this?
No. What is it? It's like
I'll pull a picture of it. It's interesting.
We'll check it out. We've got
you
some
can
other.
also customize Oreo cookies, which is kind of fun.
With my name on it?
With your picture on it.
We can put pictures on it?
We can put pictures on it.
Let's do it.
We should do that. If we can get the boss to crack open the checkbook there, we can do
I
that.
want people to I'm just gonna go. This is my pitch. I want people to eat me. Eat my face.
Eat my face.
That's the campaign.
WSJM morning show, Eat My Face.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank you.
Make it out of a breakfast cookie.
It's been nice working here.
All right. We'll get to sports here in just a moment, but right now let's find out what's happening in the news.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here's some of the local stories we're following for you today. A Hartford man has been found guilty of 2 out of 3 charges in a crash that killed a Van Buren County Road Commission worker last year. Logan Brown was arrested and charged in relation to the death of 58-year-old Renee Rangel of Dowagiac. A jury Monday returned guilty verdicts on charges of operating in a work zone causing death and driving without insurance. Brown was found not guilty of drunk driving. He faces up to 15 years in prison. One person is dead following an explosion in Cass County yesterday afternoon. The Cass County Sheriff's Department says it was called to the scene at a petroleum pumping station in the 19,000 block of Bullhan Road in Calvin Township shortly before 4 o'clock. The initial calls came from nearby residents who heard a loud explosion that shook their homes. The investigation found 2 men had been working on a tank when it exploded and caused a fire. 71-year-old Charles Lawrence of Lake Fort, Michigan was killed. 38-year-old Kevin Lawrence of Osceola, Indiana, suffered minor injuries. The pumping station is owned by Track Oil Company out of Port Huron. The incident is under investigation. And the Benton Township Police Department is investigating a murder discovered on Sunday. Law enforcement officials say officers were checking a home in the 900 block of East Empire after a report of a missing person. What they found was an 80-year-old man who was deceased. They say the circumstances around the death are suspicious, and it's being investigated as a homicide. Anyone with information on the death is asked to come forward and speak with the Benton Township Police Department. The name of the victim has not yet been released. In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
And coming up here in just a moment, we've got sports with Dave Wolf. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the state with the Michigan News Network.
The Michigan News Network.
I'm Beth Fisher. There are a lot of questions as
there was, speaking of Super Bowl ads, there was one absolutely hilarious thing that it's been a running joke for a very long time now, probably 10 years.
Okay.
John Krasinski and Randall Park.
Randall Park.
He's a great actor. He's been in some of the Marvel movies. He was I think he was on a show called Fresh Off the Boat. I think that was a sitcom on ABC. Anyways, do you remember in The Office, on The Office on NBC, they had at one point they changed out Jim's?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And all of a sudden and they changed the pictures and all that stuff.
Yeah. To fool Dwight.
Yeah, to fool Dwight. And so what they did is this new movie that John Krasinski wrote and directed is called If. It looks adorable. It's a kid's movie. It's about imaginary friends.
Oh.
Ryan Reynolds is in it too. And Ryan Reynolds loves to play around.
That's great.
So the Super Bowl commercial is like, hey, it's behind the scenes. Here's a new look at our new movie. And Ryan Reynolds looks over at Randall Park and he says, "You're not John Krasinski," because he introduces himself as John Krasinski. So I'm laughing. And even on social media, John Krasinski changed his profile picture to Randall Park.
Oh man, that's cute.
It's adorable and hilarious.
That's fun.
So I was just laughing my butt off this yesterday.
That's very clever.
Yeah. So yeah. Then that movie If looks really, really good. A lot of big stars in it, and I think it's going to be a good one. So I think it's one of those movies that, because kids movies these days, parents of course want to go see the movie and are probably going to be asked by their kids to go see a movie in theaters. You gotta entertain the adults as well.
Yeah.
And I think this is going to be one that's a perfect balance.
Let's see. Directed by John Krasinski. Did he write it?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think he wrote it as well.
He wrote it. I like him as a director and as a writer.
Yeah.
What was it? The Quiet Place?
Quiet Place, yeah.
Yeah.
What's so
Powerful.
crazy? Quiet Place, which I have not seen. I need to watch it.
You want to know how it ends?
No.
They'll die.
No, it's a Quiet Place. So
okay.
That's actually where I go, so I don't have to listen to you anymore.
The Quiet Place.
Anyways, what's crazy is that John Krasinski wrote the movie and directed it and killed himself off.
Oh, I wasn't going to tell you that.
Yeah, like I knew. And then the second one, he's like, yeah, I didn't think the first one was going to be so popular. And I kind of thought I was able to wrap up the story, or at least kind of leave it out there and it ends well. And he's like, yeah, so it was really popular. So they said, make another one.
Yeah.
But he's like, I killed myself off.
Got to be thinking about that, John.
What do I do, man?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's great. He was great. Have you watched Jack Ryan yet?
No.
You got to watch Jack Ryan, but you have to watch, what was that one? The Benghazi, Secret Soldiers of Benghazi or something like that. There's a movie. Is it Zero Dark 30? He's in that movie. I feel like you need to watch that one first before you watch him in Jack Ryan, because everybody's like, I can't get on board with the fact that he's Jim from The Office.
Yeah.
And he's trying to be Jack Ryan. it just doesn't work for me in my brain. But he's fantastic, so you gotta watch it. Jack Ryan, and the good thing is the show is over, so you can watch it now, and it's all the way to the end, so you can take your time. You don't have a season to look forward to. It's like 3 or 4 seasons, and great show.
Yeah, we ran into that with we're running into that with True Detective, the new one, The Dark Country.
Oh yeah, Night Country.
Night Country,
Yeah.
because every week we got to wait for a new episode. We're so spoiled now with the binge watch.
Yeah, we're like that with right now with Fargo.
Yeah.
There's a new season that popped up, and it was like, oh yeah, check out Fargo. It's got John Hamm and a bunch of other big. There's always some great
Are they
actors
just
in that one.
dropping?
I think so.
Okay.
I think they're new episodes. So what we've been doing is we've been going back and watching. Now we're into the second. I think we just finished the second season, or really close to it. So yeah, we've got Bangor Lady Vikings basketball hosting Lawrence tonight at 7:30.
Oh, look at that!
So if you want to check that game out,
hello, Amy.
So Amy,
I was just thinking the other day that bread she baked us was so delicious.
Oh man, that was good.
That was so good.
That was good.
I wonder if she's ever baked a cheesecake in a loaf pan.
Cheesecake in a loaf pan.
Like we were talking about the other day.
Yeah. Did you find the recipe for that?
No.
No. All right.
No. As long as it doesn't have gelatin in it, because vegetarian.
Right. You can get fake gelatin.
You can.
What is that called?
Pectin, I think.
Pectin. Yeah.
Yeah, from apples.
You can make a cheesecake with what apples create a lot of pectin. Strawberries create some decent pectin,
Do
don't
they?
they? I think a
don't
little
know.
bit, maybe. I don't know.
An
Science, food science, man.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to see what your dog has been up to.
Oh yeah.
In just a moment.
Are we doing that? Are we doing that on the live stream?
We could show it on the. Do you want to do it right now on the live
we can
stream?
do it.
We
Yeah,
got a
let's do it.
couple minutes here.
Yeah.
So
Let me before you show the
lay
picture.
Lay it out for me.
So I get home yesterday, and the folks are there. They clean, so the cleaners are there.
Okay.
And they meet me at the door.
The butler.
The butler's there.
Yeah. Yeah, the butler's
Meets me
there.
at the door and said,
Do
you know what your dog did?
Oh, great.
Do you know what your dog did?
Oh, wow.
And I was like, no, because it was weird. I went in the back door, my normal way that I go in, and I look on the floor, and there are like, coffee grounds and a vacuum cleaner and stuff like that. And I'm like, what in the world happened here? I guess, the garbage bag is outside.
Broke,
yeah, the garbage bag's outside. So it's like, okay, well, whatever. And then immediately I'm accosted by people who were not happy with Russell. Not happy with Russell. Russell is my Portuguese water dog. He's 55 pounds.
Yep.
He's, I don't know, 11 years, getting on 11 years old.
Okay.
He's 10 years old and change, I think, unless he turned 11. Stephanie will correct me. Apparently, he tipped over the garbage can and brought the contents out and was in the middle of eating stuff when the cleaners arrived.
So this is what you saw?
So that is what the cleaners saw.
Okay.
On the live stream right now. Oh my. Yeah. So I'm sorry you can see some of my dietary snacks there.
Stephanie says he's 11 and a half.
Oh, he's 11 and a half. Thank you, Stephanie. So he's 11.
It's your dog and you don't even know how old he is.
I forget. Age doesn't matter. It's just his character. It's just his character.
That's a pretty hefty mess there.
Yeah, and so you can see the heavy duty garbage can in the background was specifically purchased to keep dogs out.
Yeah, that's one of those you got to like wave across to.
Well, there's just a foot. Ours is a manual. Yeah,
okay.
There's a manual. There's a foot thing at the bottom, and then the secure vault lids.
Yeah.
Come up and everything else. Well, I think I put garbage in it at some point. And I didn't close it properly. Like it kind of jacked the lid a little bit. And so the dog he's never gotten into the garbage before, but the first time he does it, look at this.
Oh yeah. He was just waiting, man.
Yeah.
He was just waiting and plotting and getting ready for all that.
So he, needless to say, he was a little stinky last night.
Yeah.
Because who knows what he ate?
Right, yeah. He's got trash. He's got food.
He's got bell pepper
slops,
stuff
whatever.
There. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Poor guy. Anyway.
And, now everybody gets to see everything about that Ken eats.
Yeah.
All the different snacks.
You can see
and
the
things.
licorice there.
I see that. Is
Yeah.
that black licorice?
Oh, yeah. I love black licorice.
Gross.
What do you mean gross? Who doesn't like black licorice?
Black licorice is the worst of all licorices.
Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
No.
I love pineapple on my pizza.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you, you psycho?
Black licorice is so good.
No. I don't think many people have said that. I think you might be the
They
first.
make it. Somebody must like it.
Somebody's buying it. They're like, somebody in the factory is just like, well, some guy named Ken's probably going to buy this.
So
stuff.
Russell was in a bit of a doghouse yesterday.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get back to the show here.
It will become a mix of the sun and clouds. Afternoon high temperatures right around 45 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy, we drop down to 30, and then mostly clouds for Wednesday, but high temperatures getting up around 48. We should see temperatures in the mid and upper 50s on Thursday, but this is when chances of rain return. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
If you're not watching our live stream, man, you are missing out on a lot of exclusive content that you can't get anywhere else. So I encourage you to check out our Facebook, our YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that like button. We're also on X as well. I don't know what you do over there.
And the show replays later.
Yeah, you can watch it later. My mom usually will watch it later.
Yeah.
Which weirdly enough, she wakes up early she's like up at 7 yesterday, I think, when she was watching the live stream live. I was like, what are you doing?
She was the first one to comment.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what was going on. She must have slept in or had a good Sunday nap or something like that.
But if you go back to this point in the program, because we do it from 7 to 8, so it's an hour long. You can watch it at your leisure later on all the things that Jonny mentioned. But you can see at this point, just before this, the mess my dog made.
Ugh.
First time he ever got into the trash can, and boy, he made a doozy out of it.
So he doesn't get into the trash can, but he gets into, because you've showed
he gets into the bathroom trash can.
Okay, because
but he's never gotten into the kitchen trash can.
And didn't he at one point eat or chew up a card or like a Christmas card or something like that?
Yeah, he's done a lot of that, and that reminds me that yesterday, not only did he eat the contents of the garbage can, but he also ate a knitting book. Not a how-to knit book, but a book to keep track of the knits and the stitches that Stephanie has.
Okay.
And so I don't know exactly what all Russell got to, but I don't know if she can keep track of her current project.
Oh,
because
no.
he may have eaten it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? My knitting project. Oh,
Shave
no.
the dog and make yarn out of him.
There you go.
I don't know.
I mean, what do you do when the dog does all that stuff? Do you discipline him in some way? Do you just, I mean, because he's probably he's probably sad now.
Well, the shock therapy didn't work.
You're
so
giving
we
him
didn't
the
try
silent
that.
treatment?
No. He's just too cute.
Right.
He didn't know.
Like, I can't be mad at you.
Yeah.
I'm mad at myself.
Yeah.
Because you're the one that you said
I
you
spoiled him.
left the trash can.
I
open.
kind of did.
Luckily, I have a dog that can't reach the trash can because he's too tiny.
Yeah, if you have a problem with your trash, just get a taller can.
But there was one when we first got him, he was I think about 9
ounces,
9 years old, and like the first time, because what we were doing is we were keeping him like a baby gate. We weren't sure. We weren't sure what kind of accidents he might have in the house.
Yeah.
So we had him in the kitchen. Baby gated off, but what we did is we accidentally or I guess we just forgot to empty out the trash, and there was like a whole package of salami.
Oh my gosh.
I love salami.
Why'd you throw salami away?
It was where it was like, I don't know.
This is a little questionable.
Yeah, this is a questionable.
Okay.
We didn't finish it in time. So there were like 4 or 5 slices of salami. He wolfed them down.
Oh God.
And this is a dog that's about 7 pounds.
Yeah.
So he wolfed down this salami and then immediately everywhere. And that was the last time we forgot to empty the trash can. But anyways,
it is
good job, Russell.
Yeah.
Getting into the trash.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
Some other things going on. Did you see? I got a few different things. Where could we go? Do you want to talk Whoppers? Do you want to talk?
We could do
you want
that.
to talk rain?
Yeah.
What do you
Why
want?
don't we start with Whoppers because that's food.
The Whopper, Burger King, obviously famous for the Whopper,
Yeah.
holding $1 million Whopper contest where
What?
customers can submit their own Whopper creation for a chance to win $1 million.
Really? A Whopper creation?
So you choose up to 8 toppings for their unique Whopper. The 3 finalists will have their creation featured on menus with customers' favorites winning the grand prize.
Did they get rid of their food scientists at Burger King and they want somebody else to come up with their stuff?
That's the way they do it. They're like,
Huh.
let's get creative. I mean, I'm sure you could do because they make the
Impossible Burger.
Impossible Whopper.
Well, they do and they don't.
Oh,
they use the Impossible meat or whatever it is, or Beyond Burger. I don't know which one they use, but they cook it on the same grill as all the other meat stuff.
Okay,
so you've got a plant-based burger swimming in meat of in a sea of meat juices.
They don't They don't
have
separate?
2 different grills. No,
what?
No, and they tell you that. They tell you that.
Okay,
it's in very small writing. But so I've never had it.
So it's got.
But I would love it if I could do a flame broiled plant-based burger. That'd be cool.
So it's kind of got meat essence on it.
I would assume meat juice and all that other stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's all right.
Okay. Well, anyways,
what would you put on your Whopper?
I don't know because I love the classic Whopper.
Are you bracketed by what they give you to choose as options, or can you bring anything else in?
I think you probably have to stick with the toppings of what they have on hand.
That's boring. I want sauerkraut on my Whopper.
Ooh, sauerkraut Whopper.
Wouldn't that be good?
That might be interesting.
Sauerkraut, jalapenos. Definitely want those.
Sauerkraut and jalapenos?
No, not necessarily.
I was gonna say, that is a lot of pickly.
I got a couple of different versions
going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pickled jalapenos on it would be really good.
Yeah, but I feel like if I put in sauerkraut on it, I wouldn't want it to be a Whopper, like a beef burger. I want it to be a brat burger.
Jocelyn weighed in.
What'd she say?
She says we're gross.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys are gross.
I think in the college dorm area, if you had a Whopper with ramen on it, that would be delicious. Ramen noodles.
A ramen noodle Whopper.
Yeah, wouldn't that be good?
That's
that sounds really good.
You will not be one of the finalists, and so
I might win the most creative category.
If anybody else wants to jump in on that,
yeah.
Other things, Southern California got a lot of rain and still continues to get rain. The last 24 hours, they've got just tons and tons of rain, more than half a foot. It's causing mudslides, washouts, especially in the mountains, and there's flood watches for the northern parts of California as well. State of emergency, of course. Rescue crews spent the night trying to find all these stranded motorists out of flooded streets and diverting rivers away from bone-dry neighborhoods. And we were talking about that earlier this morning. Is that rain just pummeling there and kind of doing like what the lake effect bands do here, where they just keep hitting them and hitting them and hitting them, or is it going to move its way east at some point and maybe turn into snow?
Yeah, it's already doing that. And so you're seeing a lot more snowpack in the mountains east of California. Let's see here. Between January 22nd and January 31st, California's total snowfall for the year increased to, let's see, a total of 73 inches. So they'll probably get that amount in the next couple of days. Maybe not that much.
I feel like their meteorologist is just like the meteorologist on Family Guy, where they just go to him for 2 seconds and he just says, "It's going to rain."
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's crazy.
They are showing a forecast right now for biggest snow event.
Wow.
Yeah. One of the UCLA climate scientist, Daniel Swain, said this will probably be the biggest snow event to low to medium elevations in the Sierra Nevadas so far this year.
Man, oh man.
Yeah, so they are dealing with a lot of snow.
Would not want to buy a house in Southern California. They've been dealing with a lot of mudslides lately. Almost every year now, they've got some major ones.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got some other things to get to. We got your Booty on the Market update here in just a couple of minutes. It's the morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
There is a place in Southwest Michigan where
that Whopper competition, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
You've had the Whopper before when
Yep.
you were eating the meats.
Yeah, a long
right?
time ago.
But
Yeah.
you've not had the Impossible Whopper, but you've had a burger with a possible patty before.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And so again, the best one I had was with a burrata right on top of it.
Nice.
So that was incredibly cheesy and delicious. But there was a new one we tried, and I don't know the brand name of it. We tried it this last weekend, and I tell you, the texture and the flavor was spot on. It was impeccable. It was so good.
Wow.
Yeah, it tasted like homemade barbecue.
Oh, nice.
It was really good. And it didn't have any of the early generations of the fake meat. The fake meat tasted like I don't know, it had a chemical slime to it.
Yeah.
Just the worst thing ever. Now it's getting a lot better.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick with eating meat. It doesn't.
As long as you're standing during the workday, it's fine.
I always find it funny when they're like, "Yeah, it's plant." I think I was at a burger place the other day, and they had a plant-based burger, and they're like, "Yeah, a plant-based burger for those that like meat but they can't have it or something like that." And it's like, well, all right, well, I'll just stick to having my burger. All right, Moody on the market update here in just a moment. By the way, Jocelyn said 100% just original Whopper. That's what she loves. Original Whopper.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Tastes good. Flame broil.
Do they really flame broil? I never see flames coming out of there. I just see steam.
We should go look.
Yeah. All right. We'll do investigative reporting.
Commercial says they do.
All right. Let's get back to the show here.
Okay.
The Morning Show with Jonny and Ken on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
When you want to know Southwest Michigan's business, look no further. We got you covered at moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. It's time now for your update where we tell you about some of those stories. And it's brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
And Four Winds Casinos has announced that they have appointed their first female chief operating officer.
Cool.
The Pokagon Band of Potawatomi's Four Winds Casinos made the announcement Monday morning that Mary Smith has been named to the role of COO. That's Chief Operating Officer. She most recently served as Executive Vice President of Casino Operations.
So in a statement, the Pokagon Gaming Authority says Smith is a citizen of the Pokagon Band of Potawatomi and the first female executive to serve as COO for Four Winds. Rebecca Richards, the Tribal Council Chairwoman of the Pokagon Band and CEO of the Pokagon Gaming Authority, said they're very pleased to announce that promotion.
Yeah, in addition to being a Pokagon citizen and the first female executive to take the helm as COO, she says Mary is a longtime member of their casino operations team who's been with them since the beginning. Her knowledge and diverse experience with the inner workings of the organization will provide her with the necessary perspective and insight to lead Four Winds Casinos into the future.
Nice.
So, yeah, very nice promotion being announced there. If you have something similar that you're announcing for your business, send it to us. You can see the contact information at moodyonthemarket.com. Just click on that Contact Us button and send it to us.
Absolutely. And you'll get some more background on Mary. And congratulations, Mary, on that promotion.
That's great.
Your Moody on the Market update is brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
Well, watch.
All righty.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Jocelyn went to the casino the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's her game?
She likes slot machines. She bounces around to the different slot machines. But she's her sister was making fun of her because she's like, you're one of the few people that I know that will read the rules and how to play the game before she actually plays the game. So like
there are rules to slot machines?
Yeah, there's strategy, there's all kinds of different stuff. And it'll say like, okay, if you get this and this and this and this is what your ideal thing that you're trying to do.
What?
And this is what helps you get the bonus. And yeah, all the rules and all that stuff and gameplay is right in there.
See, but why I'm attracted to slot machines is because it's a 1 hour bandit. I just put it in, done.
Yeah, and they don't even really have a lot of the pull ones anymore.
They don't?
No, they're all you gotta
push buttons.
You gotta push button. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I like as long as the music is good. If the music catches me, there was one that was a fish.
Is there music in a casino?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the games. Oh man, when was the last time you've been to the casino?
Well, I mean, I went there for Lindsey Buckingham.
Okay.
Saw a concert at
yeah, they're all
New
interactive
Buffalo.
and crazy, and they got all kinds of games and things that you do. I mean, it's more than just pulling a lever or pushing a button. You got to do like, match game and all kinds of other really cool stuff. There was one fish game that I used to love, and I just
PHISH?
No, not Fish, the band. No, just a fish. There was just fish floating around.
Oh, all right.
And I just really liked the music. It was like dun 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 dun. Yeah, it was really good.
No, I think of slot machines and I think of Vegas Vacation and the son winning a car or something.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
No, it was it's a pretty cool stuff. The Price is Right game's fun.
You get to spin the big wheel?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like I think there's Back to the Future game. There's pretty much any movie you can think of, Addams Family. There's all kinds of different stuff there. Then they change them out.
Wow.
So yeah, they have 4 locations. You should try one. and
I'll gamble as much as I can afford to lose, which is nothing.
And that's what we do. Is like, I anytime I go to the casino, once like $20 is gone, or if I'm playing with like $20 or $10 or whatever, and that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm not putting anything else in.
I think the strategy for slot machines is you follow the person around who has the big tub of coins and just keep following them around.
They don't do that anymore.
And play the machines after they play. They don't
the
have.
Last time you played
they
the
don't
casino
have
in
coins?
1975.
What do they use instead of coins?
It's all digital.
What,
It's
they have
just
like a
piece of
credit
paper.
card
It's
or
just
something?
a piece of paper now. Yeah, it's a little slip. Yeah, it's not kind of old slot machines. You were like the old part of Vegas.
They have like mechanical thing.
You got to watch out for the guy that's got the card in his sleeve.
You put a magnet next to the thing and it stops on the right thing.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way.
Don't
anymore.
do that.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
All right, that about wraps up the live stream. Thanks everybody for hanging out this morning, and we'll talk to you again here tomorrow.
All right, see ya.